Nah, but it's so real what you said earlier. Everybody got a price, man. Like, you can sit on your high horse. You can say which, and here's the deal. It ain't always money.
No.
It's not always money. Because in my heart of hearts, I truly believe, and I keep bringing it up, I truly believe that Snoop, it meant something to him, just like it meant something to a lot of, I actually know people, me personally, who were pardoned, dudes who was never going to see the light of day.
Oh, wow.
And dudes is home under the Trump administration.
Wow.
That means something.
Yeah, shout out to Trump for that, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Trump does, you have to be like, you give him his props. You got to give him his props. I mean, you had Kamala who was locking those dudes up. Trump's freeing them. I mean, I don't know.
Yo, you know that's gonna be a quotable right there. Like that's gonna be a little Nick Irving meme right there. Just watch. That's gonna be coming across your feed.
I'm gonna trademark it.
You said Kamala was locking dudes up. Trump is freeing them.
Yeah, but that's facts though. That's 100%. Trump. You got to give Trump credit for what he's done in the judicial system in that aspect. I mean, having been almost locked up himself, that now it's pretty neat that he still got his hand deep into the culture like that and able to make an impact and difference. 100%, yeah. I appreciate, and I'm sure a lot of people appreciate Trump for that. Because without him, Kamala wasn't going to free anybody.
No, because they're too worried. But this is one thing that I will give to this man. I'm very clear. I did not vote for him. Trump will never get my vote. Not that I don't agree with some of the things that he says. I think you'd have to be foolish not to agree with some of the things that he says or stands for. But I understand the bigger picture of what it means to have him in office. There is a trickle-down effect that can affect my children's children with these Supreme Court justices. Last time he was in office, he appointed 3. How many right now? There is a majority of Supreme Court justices. I think it's 6-3.
Yeah.
That's going to affect not just our lives and not just our children's lives.
You're right.
That's affecting our grandkids' lives.
You're right.
If any of these remaining 3 justices pass away, retire on his watch, it damn near might be, a full sweep.
House. Yeah.
So I just think elections have consequences, and I care about my people too much. I just do, and I'm sorry.
I feel you. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to sell out for Shawn's personal needs when the bigger picture is what the effect could be long term. But, Trump, he issued his last warning to Hamas. I'm not sure if you up on that. He said, release the remaining hostages held in Gaza, and this is your final warning. So it looks like the U.S. is about to step in, push Israel to the side, and now we about to go to war with Hamas.
That's stupid. It's stupid. Here's my thing. Like, I don't know. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of like why we support Israel so much. It has nothing to do about the Bible. Has nothing to do about that. It's not even the same state. Never mind, I'm not even going to go there. But I think that, one, we need to mind our business, stay out of certain things. I don't want to, not sure if it was he was trolling or joking. I don't want to Trump Gaza. I don't think they want to Trump Gaza, but why? Why involve the U.S. in something that has nothing to do with this whatsoever? I don't know. I just don't.
I mean, if you had to guess, you're a military guy. Why would the U.S. quite possibly go to war in the Gaza Strip?
Because Big Daddy said so. And the U.S. is not Big Daddy.
Elaborate.
I don't know. I'll let some viewers think about that one, but why are we going to go fight somebody else's problem? How can somebody else say to us that has nothing to do with this, we need you to come over here and help clean house on our behalf? Why? There's trouble all over the world, but why for them? Why? Why do we have to jump what we're doing, stop what we're doing? You know, I'm not going to mess with Ukraine and we're not going to support that. We're going to stay out of Ukraine. We're going to stay out of this, but we're going to hop into this because they said so. I don't know. It's just weird. Really, really, really weird. Why are we doing that? Who's in control? Who runs what? I don't know. I don't think that who we've been told runs the show is not the one who runs it. But all you got to just see is when somebody says jump and we start jumping and we're asking how high, it's the person we're asking that to. That's the one that's in charge. We're not jumping on our own behalf. We're doing it because somebody else has a problem. I get it. I'm whatever, but there's a whole rabbit hole of leading in of just that. Why? Look up USS Liberty, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Look that up.
USS Liberty.
Yeah.
Got you. I'm gonna look it up.
You should. Think a lot of people should.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. I'm not have nothing against nobody. I just think that some things are weird, and I think that should be questioned, and we should be allowed to question certain things. That's how you progress consciously. That's how you progress spiritually. That's how you progress in life. You have to ask questions. But if we can't ask a specific one question, then that makes you want to ask a little bit more. But when you start getting punished for asking a certain question and you get little task forces created to, I don't know, this is a whole little, it's a big rabbit hole of why can't we ask questions about certain things when it comes to this? You could talk about everything else, but don't talk about this. It's just weird to me. It's just weird. I think we should keep our hands out of Gaza, Hamas. Let them fight it out. They've been doing it for a long time now. We're not going to change anything. And like I've said in the past, many of times I've been said it, like the only way to wipe clean an ideology is to kill everything. Genocide, whatever you want to call it. You have to wipe it off the face and start anew. You have to burn it down. Just because we defeated Hamas, the enemy, that doesn't mean that the kids that they had, their ideology is going to change. Their grandchildren's ideology is going to change. It's never going to change unless you just end it all. It's always going to be fighting and war there. That's just what it is.
I mean, you couldn't be more right.